While most players explore vast kingdoms, slay powerful bosses, and chase riches across the world, I chose something different. A basement. 4 walls beneath Lumbridge, my permanent home. My fresh account is locked strictly to the Lumbridge cellar with one impossible goal: to become the first player in RuneScape history to reach a level 99 without ever leaving this room. And the way I'll achieve this goal is like no other. There are no trees to cut, no fish to catch, no monsters to train on, aside from a few spiders that barely give experience. The rules are simple, but brutal. I cannot leave the basement. I cannot use alternate accounts or actors. Every step forward must come from one source: people. This is not a grind of skills or wealth. This is an experiment in psychology, persuasion, and human connection. My progress depends entirely on the kindness, curiosity, and generosity of strangers who cross my path. This is RuneScape's greatest social experiment. After starting Recipe for Disaster to gain access to the Kalino Romanker's chest, I said my final goodbye to the surface and entered the Lumbridge basement. With no items to my name, I have to make do with the basement resources. The only items here are a cabbage, a bucket, a knife, a jug, and some leather boots. The kind of junk you'd expect in a basement. To most players, these items are worthless, but for me, they're my ticket to freedom. I began by attempting to bargain off the knife. If I'm able to sell this item, the sky would be my limit. After a few minutes of using expert sales strategies, I finally get my first offer. He could offer me anything. 100k, 10k, 1 gold. The ball is in one divine rights court. 1,000 gold. But will he accept the trade? The generosity of this ghastly man has helped me achieve my first goal. The Kalino Romanker's chest has a small food and item shop. With this 1,000 gold, I was able to buy everything with the exception of the bucket and jug packs. While my sales pitch was successful, I want to test the basement waters and mix up my strategy. I'm gonna try to be more direct and approach players.
Want to buy boot?
I've never felt more ignored in my life, but this attempt was not in vain. This guy saw me hustling and decided to drop me some dragon bones, which ended up getting me my first basement locked level. And then another surprise. Since Bongadong is an Iron Man, they cannot trade me items. Their only option is to drop the item or place it on a table, and that's exactly what they did.
Nubis.
After receiving my first gear upgrades so soon, I would never have expected my next encounter.
Hello, basement dweller. Wanna come to the surface with me?
I wish Modash keeps me down here.
Trade me. Snazzy.
Slaying RN. Wobucko.
Yuck, I'm gonna write a script for a massive bot farm. There will be no cabbages here ever again for you. No spiders to kill. No knife to loot. No boots to grab.
Bro.
Yeah, mean. Nice parrot. Just like you. No original thoughts.
Skirt.
Now, let's talk psychological tactics. The biggest reason this works is what I call the curiosity hook. In a game of hyper-efficiency, I am the opposite. I am intentional in efficiency. Killing spiders for 8 experience each isn't a grind, it's a performance. It breaks a player's autopilot mode as they run to the bank. They have to ask why. My account name, Basement Only, is the title of the mystery box. It invites the questions. I'm not just a random guy. I'm a character with a self-imposed, tragic backstory. People want to open the box. And that's when I turned the charisma to 1000%. This isn't just begging, it's sales. I'm not selling a product, I'm selling a story. I'm offering them a chance to be part of something unique. It's peacocking, making myself so bizarre and interesting that they feel compelled to engage. To maximize the hook, you need traffic. My hunting ground is World 330. It's constantly full, a river of players flowing right past my doorstep, all using the basement bank chest for its convenience. So the strategy is simple. Be an undeniable anomaly. Capitalize on every single opportunity, because for this account, every trade isn't just an item, it's a lifeline. And this was just the beginning of the deal. This series of trades opened up an entirely new world for basement only. Previously, my only method of slaying spiders was using melee. Ranged will allow me to kill spiders slightly more efficiently. Running up to spiders wasted time. Now I could engage in combat from any corner of the basement. I was no longer a prisoner of the spider spawns. I was their warden. And then, the basement offered its first true mystery. A 1 in 128 drop, a beginner clue scroll. The only piece of the outside world my prison would ever give me. Of course, I was trapped. I couldn't complete a single step, but in that limitation, I had a wild idea. I dreamt of a basement filled with beginner clue scrolls. There's a total of 77 walkable tiles in the basement, which means 77 beginner clue scrolls can fit down here. If I get every clue scroll on drop rate, I'll need to slay 9,856 spiders to achieve my dream. But since clue scrolls have a despawn timer of 1 hour, I would have to be on guard at all times. If I go over an hour without picking up the clue scrolls one by one and dropping them again, they will despawn forever, and all my progress will be lost. And so, the 8 XP at a time grind began. At this point, I didn't have a clear goal in mind. I figured killing spiders would be the best method to draw attention to myself and hook players, all while leveling up combat. But after getting 10 ranged, I ran into an unexpected old friend.
Need anything from the surface, sir?
Surprise me today. Do you realize what this means?
Thanks, tongue.
I have to use all of this.
Get to work, sir.
No way.
Suave.
You are in the presence of royalty.
See you later.
Sadly, there would never be a later. This was the last time I ever saw them. But Slay Antics was just the first of many of what I will call sharks, or people who donate over 1 million GP. This is the current bank value. At almost 3 million gold and over 3 hours of playtime, locking yourself to the basement is a contender for one of the best moneymakers in the game. The current skills available to me are fire making, cooking, fletching, and if I can level up my magic, smithing with a superheat item spell. Since there's no practical use for gear or weapons, I want to be able to wield the most fashionable items possible. The cabbage shield and green d'hide chaps would mesh nicely with my current fashionscape choices. So the goal right now is to get 40 ranged and 30 defense during my beginner clue scroll journey.
Basement only?
I'll trade you a cabbage for more info. Any item in your bag.
I got you, dog.
Ooh, he's back. What is he gonna give me? A Ceradomin sword? No, I'll never be able to wield that. You need 70 attack. Do you know how many spiders I would have to kill to wield this? What the hell?
I believe that's what a cabbage goes for nowadays.
Inflation is crazy. Well, if you need more, you know who to call.
As the basement slowly began to fill with beginner clues, and the range levels rose 8 XP at a time, the reality of this grind began to sink in. I'd achieved 33 ranged, but I had lost sight of my true goal. These 4 walls were making me go insane. The voices got louder. The doubt crept in. What was I even doing down here? This was ridiculous. Maybe they were right. But then, it hit me. Making history is not easy. I needed to lock in. I needed to decide on a skill to max and a strategy to achieve it. So I continued on, brainstorming while pushing towards 40 range and collecting clue scrolls.
Didn't want to get punished. I was about to bring 100k.
The progress itself became the advertisement. I was no longer a weirdo in a cellar. I was a project in motion. People felt invested. The grind funded the supplies, and the levels brought the crowd. They were now my supply chain for the real grind to come. "40 ranged, 4,700 spiders slain. I did it. The world knew I was serious. The foundation was laid. Now, it's time to reveal what serious truly means. While I was publicly grinding for 40 range, a secret war was raging in the shadows of this basement. The war of what skill to max. For the longest time, I was lost. Logically, only a few skills made sense. As entertaining it would be, I don't want to spend thousands upon thousands of hours down here, so maxing a combat stat was out of the question. There's only about 4 skills I have to choose from. I had banked tons of cooking XP. It was a fast skill to train, but it required constant fires since there's no range in the basement. And fire making, also super quick to level, but I'd go insane lighting logs one by one. Smithing was possible, but it required the most resources and the most time. I needed something smarter. The breakthrough came from desperation. During my range training, I wanted to make steel darts to save my sanity on the spider grind. Thanks to an earlier trade, I had plenty of steel dart tips and feathers. However, at level 30 fletching, only 7 levels away from the level 37 requirement, I ran out of supplies. So I started asking for some, and...
These are the best cabbages, not cheap.
Give me a price.
10,000 willow logs.
Okay, BRB.
It snowballed. In just a few hours, I had amassed over 1 million banked fletching experience. And that's when I saw it. Fletching wasn't just a skill, it was the perfect crime. It was cheap, AFKable, and easy to beg for. And psychologically, it was irresistible. Donating logs feels like donating potential. People weren't just giving me items, they were giving me tangible progress. So, while you saw me grinding for green d'hide, I was secretly leveling fletching. I hit level 80, and that is where the dream met reality. I had exhausted everything. 80 fletching sounds high, but I had barely scratched the surface. Level 80 is only 15% of the total experience. I still needed over 11 million XP. I was standing at the base of a mountain, and I'd only just finished tying my boots. The optimism of the early game was gone. I couldn't just stand around and hope for charity anymore. Hope is not a strategy. If I wanted this done in a reasonable amount of time, or if it was going to happen at all, I had to evolve. So I geared up, I went back to the spiders, but this time, it wasn't for ranged. It was for defense. I had to make every single interaction count, and that's when I met Shark number 2.
Basement only Iron Man?
Yes sir, I'm autistic.
Oh nice, same. What's the goal?
I'm trying to get 99 fletching.
So you just sit in Lumpy basement all day waiting for items?
It's pretty chill bro.
Well, how close are you to 99?
80 fletching right now.
Good luck, this is huge.
I'll get there, if it takes years.
Well, I may have something for you. Little gift for you.
Brother. LMOO. Highly psyched. Modash has blessed you with 10 years of good RNG.
I'm quitting.
Your service will not go
What'd you try?
This game sucks. Shut up. Wait, you're maxed.
Yes, since 2019.
Thank you so much.
But wait, there's more.
Uh-oh.
I checked thrones.
No.
STFU. Are you actually quitting?
I quit on and off, but you never really quit RuneScape. Good luck on the account.
You are a legend.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Where are all of the clue scrolls? How did you get a hand joint? What is going on down there? The first lull of the basement. Nothing is guaranteed. I got lost in the fletching rhythm, and my entire clue scroll fortune despawned. After an hour of crying and shaking, I accepted my fate. 99 fletching came first. The Great Basement clue scroll grind would have to wait. As for the ham joint, that was shark number 3.
Look out on the floor.
OMFG.
Big drip.
Yo.
There's one more for you.
My god.
The spoon. Spoon. On the table.
LMWO.
Got that, Ham.
You are a legend. This is peak RuneScape.
Basement, good luck on the grind, man.
No grand speech, no transaction, just pure silent generosity. The RuneScape community never ceases to amaze me. With Shark Number 2's donation, I had fuel. But the math was brutal. Fletching 54,000 logs, a 40-hour grind, wouldn't even get me halfway to 99. 99 fletching was a daunting thought at this point, but that was for future me to worry about. My bank value was skyrocketing. I was sitting on a gold mine of unstrung bows. Unstrung maple longbows are over 5 times the price of maple logs, and I was going to use this to my advantage. The next time a player initiates conversation, I'll offer to compensate them with unstrung longbows in exchange for logs, and hopefully incentivize players to get me more fletching XP.
1 hour later.
Turns out my 200 IQ economic plan didn't go as well as I thought it would. It worked, but the effort to success ratio just wasn't there. So I dropped the act. I was just me, a guy in a basement with a stupid dream. And wouldn't you know, that's when it worked the best. Fletching in the basement for 70 hours does have its perks. A few times a day, people would stop and ask me about my account while AFK fletching at the bank. Some of them would be generous, others mean, and others in pure awe. At this point, I didn't even have to try. My reputation precedes me. Anytime I would be close to running out of logs, another donation would come in. The basement became my ecosystem. Donations weren't charity anymore. They were tributes to the bit. The legend was feeding itself. The halfway mark. After 100 hours, I was finally... As of now, I have 96 fletching banked, which means I only need 2,746,000 XP until 99. 96 fletching is still gonna take another 50 hours. After almost 100 hours of gameplay, I can finally see the finish line.
Oh, that's chill. An actual AFK method down here.
When you run out, if you hit me up, I can swap out for emerald rings past 27.
Where you getting the logs?
Very kind people. Modash is locking me down here until I get 99 fletching.
I could see him doing that IRL.
Hear me out. Give me maple logs and you will be blessed with good RNG.
I'll be RB.
Would you like any bows in return for your generosity?
Nah bro, just wanted to contribute to the grind.
Shortly after 97 fletching, I received a message from an earlier donor, asking me if I need any supplies. I tell them to surprise me, and 2,000 magic logs and bowstrings, solidifying my 99 fletching goal.
This is the moment. Finally have 99 banked. Illy, let me give you something.
One level, one more mountain, and for the first time, I could see the peak with absolute mathematical certainty. Every log, every bow, every second of the last 175 hours, it all distilled down to this. Everything you see here is enough to get me 99 fletching. Before I get 99 fletching, there's one thing I still have to do.
The goal right now is to get 40 ranged and 30 defense.
I plan to have a small 99 fletching plus drop party to give back to the community, and I want to recruit as many people as I can while I get 30 defense.
We need you looking like a basement dweller. BRB, okay, think I found some solid drip. Now you look like a basement dweller.
Lamau, thank you so much.
3 p.m. Central Standard Time. We filling the room. Basement, Tell them 10 mil drop party also. I'm gonna put 10 mil drop at the party.
I'ma drop a few mils too. Spread the word.
We gonna get this place packed.
The day finally approached. It's Saturday the 3rd, and there's 1 hour until I get my final fletching level and host the once-in-a-lifetime basement drop party. I've invited a few new friends and passerbyers, as well as an old friend from an earlier trade that still had me added. I wasn't sure if anyone was going to show up at all, but now all I could do was wait. I never would have expected what happened next. People slowly started flooding in. Drops began hitting the ground. Within a few minutes, the basement was the most packed I'd ever seen it.
Basement is a legend.
Thai basement.
Thank Tokiski too. An absolute legend.
You made dying and spawning in Lumbee memorable Padawan.
What's the big day? I just stumbled upon this.
200 hours in the basement, boys.
That's insane.
2 minutes still 99 fletching.
It's finally time. The culmination of hundreds of interactions and hundreds of hours of grinding. There it is. 99 fletching. RuneScape's first ever basement locked 99. It's been a journey, y'all.
Who want that ham?
Me.
Who was about to get this piece of history? Was that my boy Katan Tanisha? And so, with my newfound freedom, and with my surface-dwelling escorts, I made the grueling decision to leave the basement and buy the fletching cape as a final send-off for the basement grind.
It burns.
This is beautiful.
First, we stopped to buy cabbage capes, crossed the White Wolf Mountain.
Let's go.
All hail King Basement.
And finally arrived at the Catherby fletching shop. People always talk about the golden age of RuneScape and how the game will never be the same. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years, and making this video has made me realize that RuneScape will always be RuneScape. We're all running the same race, and every interaction over the last year on this account made me realize just how much fun I can still have on this game, and how strong the RuneScape community is. Shout out to all the random scapers who made this video possible. And as for what's next, I'm going to start streaming challenges like this live on Twitch. More info will be in the description and pinned comment. Thank y'all for watching.